Feminists be a lemma, great on demolishing nuclear family units and planting seeds of confusion, invading the public schools and degrading them. Straight bounce of America, equal until equality, ends up supporting my beliefs and it take trade in politics. First and second amendments will rise until they apologize. It's democracy, not the government copycat. Communism is popping next, but we're giving to cognition. They're dysphoria topics that flood endorphins.
All right, Tim, let me get your thoughts on this NBA rule change. In the quarter heaves, don't count for the player's three-point percentage.
I love it. My paycheck directly reflected my shooting percentage. So we've seen players purposely let that thing go a split second after the horn. I think we should encourage guys to try to make that shot.
Nothing better than the false hustle, let it fly after the buzzer went off. Not anymore, though.
Absolutely. Very, very true.
Fears out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Herb Jones. Then it's Nba2k26. And it's Allen in at the power forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are.
Right around a minute and a half, right here in the third quarter. Allen is out there with Nba2k26. Then it's Fears. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Jones in at small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. So Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball? I think there's two things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys, because look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
The church let us off for too long. I think it's time to get militant. I'm tired and sick of seeing what the times that we live in. I think it's time to get militant.
We've got Jordan Poole, also Fears out there. Herb Jones out there with Nba2k26. And it's Allen in at the four-man position. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Fears. He's got 12. Shot clock at 6. Allen, the pass to Poole. Strips it away. And he's all alone.
So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA? I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense, and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land. Well, that sounds like a good blueprint, setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Brandon Pajenski Walker out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's MP. And it's Coles in at the 3, the small forward. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great stuff, Allie. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness. Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
But Jemski's shot is good.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
New Orleans has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And stolen by NP. And they're running. A pull-up. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And it's Poole with the ball for New Orleans. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
The Pelicans have gone 2-7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Jones for 3. Walker with the rebound.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
And the foul called on NP. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, they got a little loose with the ball right there, but in general, they've avoided the big mistakes, and they're running away with this.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this game.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
And the ball on a play. The Warriors will inbound.
And I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And the Warriors making a change here. Buffkins checked in. And that one, good. Alston's got 12 points in just the second half.
And continues his perfect night. It's unreal. I just hope he doesn't believe in the announcer's jinx.
Stolen by Walker. Pass to Buffkin.
Vai ser essa camisa. Vai lá.
For New Orleans, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Fears out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Nba2k26. Then it's Herb Jones. And it's Allen in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5. As someone who helped make the game what it is today, what do you think of the modern NBA standard?
Well, look, PA, skill level has never been higher. These players are the best that have ever played the game. We got more guys on the floor who can shoot the ball, more guys who can handle and pass. So the game is at its height. There is always going to be things that can be improved, but we've got to really appreciate what we're seeing in today's play.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he's really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
All right, Allie, thanks for the up.
I heard you treating Jesus like your plan B. Still hanging with the gang gang. You 29 and still ain't changed a thing. Don't get it twisted, ain't no long way home. But why you wanna take the long way home? MOG, yeah, that's me. That's a backpack G. I feel bad for any demon trying to ransack me. Cause it's V.O. Stockton where the fan band be. I got flows for any beast they wanna see me on. They all cold, little homie, put your beanie on. I know that dirty devil really wanna see me gone. I put my life up in this music, you gon' need these songs. I'm a kingdom stepper, freedom rapper, and demon checker. I told y'all EG was coming back, you could peep the record. Just a sheep in the fold, never lead a shepherd. Stacking riches up in heaven, you can keep your treasure. Okay, say you want me in my own way. No way, he'll tell you about the good times, not about the copay. Even when you fall, Jesus still got a gold ring, that ain't it. Out here living for yourself still. I heard the Bible sitting on the shelf still. Pick the streets up with your family. I heard you treating Jesus like your plan B. Still hanging with the gang gang. You 29 and still ain't chasing gang gang.
And Golden State looking who they've got. They've got Anthony Black. After out there with MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that way tonight, guys.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely down. Greg, he loved the that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
So it's the Pelicans now. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Beard. Nobody near Allen. From outside, off from Mark.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't.
That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Waking up in a dream, sleep long enough.
Now here's Poole, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got MP, Anthony Black out there with Walker, and it's Buffkin in at the 2. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handles.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Great report there, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight. Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. Now Poole.
I like this move to the full court press. Oh, how about that?
Oh, out of my way.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Walker. One question facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, BA, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor's low. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
Yet another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Pass to Jefferson. Over MP. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches wanted.
Now, Fear. 19 points in the game, setting the floor for the Warriors. We've got Gordon and B out there with Anthony Black. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Jones. Ring shot on the way. Pumpkin with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Milwaukee was outstanding. He had an unbelievable amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories.
Gotta hunt me along my to-do list.
I like this move to the full court press, putting some extra pressure on the offense.
On the floor for the Warrior.
And here is Poole. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game, setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Anthony Black, Aaron Gordon out there with MT, and it's Puffkin in at the shooting guard.
Don't know why I hated myself. Don't know why this happened to me. Was it just a hand I was dealt, or was it just something that happened to me? I feel like a bird in a hurricane. I don't know which way to fly. Got a broken wing and it's hard to see when you got all these tears in your eyes. Trust me, I
Here's
know
Puffkin.
on the other side of the tracks. My friends were Latino and black, and my own people looked at me funny when they see me strapped. But they couldn't begin to relate what it was like being white in the hood. Boy, I had to bump every day, taking them losses till my hands got good. I never liked to be violent, but I had to get my respect. So I started to ride with that blick. All along I was flirting with death. See, I never knew nothing different. My idol was Tony from Scarface. I wanted to learn how to be a gangster, but I ended up learning the hard way. More than half of my life was a waste. Ended up doing 20 and max. And all of the fame and the money on earth, they never gonna bring that back. Now I'm starting to think about hell, how I won't see my granny in heaven. Satan lied to me, saying I should have thought about that back when I was 11. You never gonna make it, plus heaven don't want you. Or you like I was watching above you. He knew that you would always be broken inside and you ugly, so how could he love you? But I was caught out of the herd, away from the glitter and chatter. God told me the devil's a lie, that I was forgiven and I really mattered. Put me on a solid foundation, show me grace and compassion and mercy. Clean me up and he put me to work and he told me he loved me and gave me a purpose. He sent me a brother, thank God. Don't know what I do without Josh. He don't even know he's a beacon of light I can run to when I'm feeling lost. So I want you to know that there's hope. With God, all things are possible. He don't care if you're a thief, a prostitute, a murderer, a liar, junkie, or prodigal. Don't be like me, thinking God hated you, and if you prayed that he wouldn't respond to you. He's right there with you, waiting for an invitation to come in and talk to you. Trust me, y'all, if you was anything like
15 points in the game. They've got Pierce, Herb Jones out there with Jordan Poole, and it's Jefferson in at point guard. That's the Pelicans 5. To the left wing. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was a force of nature in that game. He made the opposition look utterly helpless.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic.
Too long, you're gonna be hypnotized by that false light. I'm trying to give you some wisdom. Everything that glitters ain't gold. He gon' try and distract you by any means long enough for you to forfeit your soul. I'm challenging you to be different. So open your heart and your mind.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got MD, Aaron Gordon.
And here are the Pelicans now. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
They've got Pierce, Herb Jones out there with Jordan Poole, and it's Allen in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5 for 3. Pierce. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Gordon brings the double team. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
That's good stuff, Allie. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, BA. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Jones finds Poole. Here's Jefferson. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
Okay!
Wow! Looks like MP's been practicing those in his backyard growing up.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Gordon brings the double team. Pass to Poole. Here's Jefferson. Shot is up. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling.
Now watch how he pick me up and I get dusty. God is a WD up the 40. He clean off the true that I use him.
On the floor for the Warriors. They've got Anthony Black. MP is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Buffkin in at the 2.
They have no answer defensively inside.
32 seconds left in the third. Boy, they're in a rough patch right now.
Yeah, momentum is...
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Shot can stop the run.
There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter here. Outside Jones. Pass to Jefferson. To win the cold spell. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Corner shot. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Here's Jefferson.
Free to the $3 guys, I said it a lot. Last time, I want her to be the beat Marlo Kim. She tall like a tree, get climb. Gotta come, hashtags, let's let these boys don't fly like a jet. They go surprise when y'all make this beat before Kanye West. As long as I'm outside, we never home. Till the day I die.
Is the company started?
Gordon with a steal. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. He added to his astounding total of 3-pointers in this quarter. He may never have another night like this. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Move it to the next guy. Drive and kick. Let it come out in the wash, all right?
Steve Kerr asking his team to simply run the offense. Yeah, Warriors will go with a different look here. We've got Herb Jones, Jordan Poole out there with Fears. Then it's Nba2k26 and it's Allen in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5. From deep, MP buries it from 3.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Alston, pass to Walker. Here's Buffkin. And the Warriors with another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
The Pelicans shooting just 21% from the floor. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Allen a screen, clock at 6. Jones misses.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like...
Praise go up and the bless come down. Praise go up and the bless come down. About the double love. That ain't no loss, that's a lesson. Tell them restitution come, that's blessing. About the double love.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. After out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the 2 spot. Inside. So, Tim, when you look at the current landscape of the NBA, the talent level seems to be at an all-time high.
Well, Kevin, there are more high-level shot makers in this league than ever before as guys continue to add shooting range and creativity with their handle.
And they got to be always evolving, right? I mean, you cannot rest on what you've done.
Well, the league now emphasizes high-level shot making more than they ever have. And in the era of the three-point shot in particular, it's crucial that you add that to your game.
Absolutely.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
And how about this youngster, MP, the concentration to get that bucket even through the contact?
So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
Now here's Jones. 6 to shoot. Alston with the rebound. Alston's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. That one falls. Alston's got 10 points in the quarter.
And he is just piling up the numbers here. MP seems to improve every time we see him. Such an impressive talent.
Here's Poole. It's Jones on the wing. And Fears has it in the corner. Jones sets the pin for Fears. Misses the jumper.
Well, he usually brings range from there, but not this time.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
Loaded up and I'm back again. About to put the KMF on the map again. The hits backed up like a traffic jam. And if he said it in his word, then it's back, my man. I'm standing on this holy ground. I was ashamed of the word. I'm preaching boldly now. I don't got a question that I'm open found.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will give them their 28th win of the year.
And they've had no trouble finding the win against this squad. They'll wrap up the season series with a clean 3-0 sweep.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Jordan Poole out there with Fears. Then it's Herb Jones. Then it's Misi. And it's Allen in at the 4. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Allen. The Warriors getting their last shot to go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
From deep, MP connects from downtown.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Fears. Over MP. Fears uses the glass to finish the layup.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's MP from outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins, they're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Fears shot is off. Now here's MP. He's guarded closely. And again, it's Golden State.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This has been good players. Really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd out.
There he is. Full Legends night. Looking like a man at peace, MP.
Hey, I'm happy with the win, you know, but I'm happier with where we're headed.
And where exactly is that?
Well, anywhere we want. Yeah, winning a big game in a tough spot on a night like this, where the other team sees themselves as the one destined for glory until we came along, man, that's winning in the playoffs. 2 teams, 2 dreams, 1 truth. And we made winning our truth tonight. We just got to keep it up.
It's just one game, isn't it? Our opponent wants